The Better Business Analysis Institute
presents the Better Business Analysis podcast with
Benjamin Walsh. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Better Business Analysis podcast with your host, Benjamin Walsh. And today we are on our BA Byte series, and I'm going to talk about 13 differences between efficiency and productivity. It's Friday the 13th here in New Zealand, and I thought, why not have 13 areas we can focus on? So what do I mean? What do I mean by productivity versus efficiency? There is a difference between the two, and it is often confused by business owners and business analysts alike. And I saw a great post that motivated me for this topic this week on LinkedIn, which was an infographic. And it made me think that this is actually something we should talk about because they are two different things. And then I want to summarize where I think a BA should be playing in this mix. So let's start by understanding the basics. Productivity is about achieving results, getting things done, and creating value. Efficiency, on the other hand, is about minimizing waste, optimizing processes, and doing things with the least amount of effort or money. Think of it this way. Productivity is about doing the right things, while efficiency is about doing things right. Okay? And so they both connect to value there. So I'm going to go through a bit of a matrix here, efficiency versus productivity, to help us kind of visualize it. And there was a great infographic. I'll see if I can share that. I have shared it on LinkedIn. So please actually follow me on LinkedIn, and then you'll be able to see the infographic too. But we're going to focus, I've put some examples here, but we're going to focus on efficiency first and explain what that means. So that is focused on process and cost. To increase efficiency, we need to basically remove bureaucracy, reduce unnecessary paperwork and approvals, implement digital workflows, and streamline document management. That would be a way of doing that, which I'm sure as BAs we've been involved in that. Some of us have. We want to automate processes. We want to use technology to automate repeatable tasks. For instance, employee software to automate data entry. You could say that AI is really attacking this area in terms of business change. Standardization. We want to establish consistent procedures and guidelines for common tasks, and we want to reduce errors, which improves efficiency. So think Lean, Six Sigma, Toyota model. We want to streamline. We want to identify and eliminate unnecessary steps in a process. So you might have a current state, and you're literally applying lean processes to reduce that, so your future state is more efficient. Okay, so it's removing unnecessary steps or bottlenecks. Okay, or redundancies. So it goes to two people, or it just needs to go to one system. So that's very much streamlined. That's very much a warehouse of where BAs may play when they're looking at the internal value chain. It also includes learning continuously. So staying up to date with new technologies and best practice to improve efficiency. So that's around going, well, look, we're on a ERP monolith system that does everything. But actually part of the system, this one area like manufacturing, it's not very good. So we're going to invest in, we know that our system can integrate with a really good manufacturing module, which will reduce time and effort. But you're only looking at the lens of the process steps. Okay, so that's efficiency. Is that clear? So efficiency, you would wrap up with Lean Six Sigma, continuous improvement. Some of the kind of agilists have moved into this space. Kaizen, kind of focusing on efficiency. Okay, very much came out of the manufacturing world originally. Now I want to talk about productivity. Different. They're different things. Productivity is focused on people and value. An important difference there. So with productivity, we want to build motivation. We want to create a positive and supportive work environment. We want to offer incentives, recognize achievement, and provide opportunities for growth. Okay, so that's employment value. We want to have a very clear vision. We want to ensure that employees understand the company's goals and how their work contributes to those overarching goals. This helps align effort and maintains focus. We want to foster collaboration, encouraging teamwork and knowledge sharing. We want to create opportunities for cross functional collaboration and provide tools for effective communication. We want to provide agency. What does that mean? We want to employ and empower employees. We want to encourage them to make decisions and take ownership of their own work. Okay? So that's really important. I like the word agency there. This can boost morale and increase engagement. So if done in the right way, we always talk about autonomy, like I want autonomy to do my work. It's a very clinical word. Agency is better because it suggests that you are your own agent, okay? Which also means that you're skilled. We want to upskill. We want to invest in employee development to enhance their skills and capabilities. Okay, so that's not like learning a new technology. That's so that might be, that's great that you as an employee know how to use the new technology, and that might be a skills enhancement. But that's about knowing about a new technology. Whereas upskilling is around actually skills and capability of the individuals. So that's around training programs, workshops, and mentorship opportunities, and very much an area that I'm passionate about. Upskilling. You listening to this podcast, you are naturally upskilling while listening. So, congratulations. And then the next bit is around building a sense of belonging, a company culture where employees feel valued and connected and, can foster a sense of community. That is actually a sense of belonging provides natural productivity because it's focused on people and value. You also need to think about rest. Sounds weird, eh? So factor in rest. Encourage employees to take breaks and prioritize work-life balance. Adequate rest can improve productivity and prevent burnout. So I'm going to give you one more in this area, which is actually number 8 under productivity. I'm going to give you one more, and then we're going to talk about how this relates to today in 2024. The last one is also around learning continuously. But it's around creating the culture to allow that to happen. It's not just learn a new skill because the manager wants you to, but create a culture of learning and growth, encouraging employees to seek out new knowledge and skills, not just because of a technology change, but literally because it's beneficial to themselves and hopefully mutually beneficial to the organization. But it might even be more focused on the employee, even if that means that an employee grows out of the company. It's not a bad thing to do that, as long as people know that that's like an end state in that journey. Okay, so what I think I just need to say really quickly here is that productivity is where there needs to be more effort focused. It's naturally more soft. It is around the soft areas. It is around motivation. It is around change management. It is around the HR side. But do you know what? It's so important. Companies that don't focus on productivity, people, and value, right, creating real value, and just try and focus on efficiency, which is actually doing more with less, they fail. It doesn't matter if you've got an efficient company, people don't want to work there. Okay, so you need a mix of these two things. And I think BAs have focused much more on efficiency, but not really value. And I talked about a lot of employee value things there, but this is also in relation to productivity and the value in which your customer feels dealing with your business. So if they know your employee, there is a link between employee happiness and customer happiness. There is. Eventually, it is exposed that people aren't happy working in a certain company, and that will affect sales and customer sentiment. But if your customers are happy and your employees are happy, so they're both happy, then the value they get out of or the perceived value they get out of dealing with you is higher. And that's great. That's what we want. Continuous long-term relationships with our customers and want them to feel valued with our service and our products and our people to feel valued, that's a long-term, sustainable, productive company, not just, doing things cheaply. So you need to be able to maximize both. Okay, they need to weigh them up. So while efficiency and productivity are distinct, they're not mutually exclusive. In fact, they often work together to achieve kind of like optimal results. So I'm going to give you 6 examples here. One is to set clear goals. Ensure your team understands the objectives and priorities. That helps focus uh, our efforts on the right tasks, and those right tasks are valuable tasks, but there isn't any waste in them. Okay, so that's number one. You're all shooting for the same goal. Number two is to prioritize tasks. Okay, use techniques like the Eisenhower matrix to prioritize tasks based on urgency and importance. That means you're doing the most valuable for the organization, right? And also, they're not going to be wasteful because they're at the top of the pile. You still need to eliminate waste. Okay, either if you want to be productive, you do need to eliminate waste, but not for the reasons of cutting costs, but just of value generation and making your employees feel like you're actually creating some kind of value or something that's useful. So remove unnecessary steps or activities that don't contribute to value creation. Okay, it's not increased cost; it's value creation. Value is important. It sometimes costs money to create value. So it's not about doing it cheaper. It's about doing it, producing more value. That's a different mindset of looking at eliminating waste. You need to empower your team, give employees autonomy, we've talked about before, and the tools they need to do their best work. Give them crappy tools, they're going to be ineffective and inefficient. Okay. They might be productive in their outputs, but it will be in hand with that. You need to have great tools. So give them the tools to do the job. If you foster a positive culture, a supportive and collaborative culture where people feel valued and motivated, they will start to look for ways to make your company more efficient anyway. They'll worry about the fact that printing double-sided, color copies of something that just needed to be black and white, which saves your company money. But they'll only do that if they're connecting with what your company's trying to achieve. And they understand that if we save money there, we can invest in some fun areas like team building or better products for our customers. And the last one is continuous improvement. Encourage a mindset of continuously learning and improving. So, in conclusion, they're both essential for success, productivity, and efficiency. You should understand the differences, and a lot of people don't. So, you need to merge the two and focus on both as a BA. You can't just focus on efficiency, which is some BAs have just done that. And that's not right. That's what lean BA is about. But that's not quite right. Because if you don't have value generation, it doesn't matter if you've just got a lean running company if no one's happy about it. Remember, doing the right things, productivity, is just as important as doing things right, which is efficiency. You need both. By striking a balance between the two, you'll be well on your way to achieving better results for the company and actually feeling great as a business analyst. You will be better. Now, that's it for this week. I really do have an ask for you guys. If you could please follow me on LinkedIn, right? Or like the posts, that would be really helpful, and share with your friends. That just boosts how many people listen. It isn't monetized, it's all free here. But if you do that, it actually just helps get the word out. More people listen, and it motivates me to continue doing the show when we're growing as an audience. Thank you so much. I'll see you next week.